What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. The World Cup. We know the outcome. Spain. They dominated. I don't care what the scoreboard say. They dominated. Let's get into it. I am a professional Spain LARPer. I've been watching them all World Cup. I didn't watch any of the Euros or anything. I just watched all of them World Cup. I watched Lamine Yamal clips. I watch you-know-who clips. Obviously, with FIFA rules, I'm not allowed to put, clips in the thing, but, you guys watch the game, I watch the game, you already know. So, I was rooting for Spain since the start, since June 10th or before that, ever since, I'm going to Spain soon, so, in April, I started rooting for them to win the whole thing. And before the game, I was I got the notification on ESPN that Pedri was going to start. He didn't. But whatever. I knew their plan going into it was to dominate possession and don't let Argentina get any big chances. And they didn't let Argentina touch the ball. I'm pretty sure at some point it was 700 passes Spain to 300 for Argentina. But, passes aren't everything. The counterattack is big in world soccer. So what they did to prevent that is they pressed the hell out of Argentina every time they got the ball. And that's what I love about Spain is that they're not taking defense like nothing. Defense wins championships, and Spain showed that here. They let up one, I think they only conceded once in the entire tournament. That's crazy, and that's to Belgium, a really good team. And to be honest, Luis de la Fuente knows what he's doing, man. Everyone was confused when he's, benched Pedri, and then Baena started over Nico Williams, obviously because it was hurt, but they have other options. But Baena's a good presser. He's a good defender. He's a good overall guy. Cucurella, God, Real Madrid's gonna have fun with him. Just Spain's entire lineup played incredibly. Argentina, Enzo Fernandez had that amazing goal against England in the semifinals, but it didn't cut it. He didn't play well. He got red carded. He flipped Cabarsi over a million miles an hour. So yeah, I knew the tactic coming in was the same thing they've been doing all cup, press and then kill them with possession time, and that's what they did. And it went 0-0 in 90 minutes. They tied in 90 minutes 0-0, 0-0, if you will. But in overtime, they played with a crazy flair. Not overtime, extra time, but if you guys saw that goal that got disallowed, I was really angry. Well, I didn't see the whole thing, but it really looks like I didn't even know his name, but it was against Rodri, and he had his arms pretty much wrapped around him, and then he just fell, and then Rodri got that pass to whatever, and then they scored, but they didn't really score. I think Nico Williams kicked it in, but there was a lot of calls by the referees. Some were in favor of Spain. A lot of them were in favor of Argentina. And everyone knew that coming in that Argentina was, a little sus with the refs for the last few games being down a lot. But, that didn't bother the Spain players that much. They just went after it. They got after it the whole game. And, by halftime, it was 0-0, 0-0. And at full time, it was 0-0. And it still felt like Spain was going to control the whole time because I don't think Argentina had a single chance on the goal that wasn't stopped by Unai Simon, who, by the way, I believe he played amazing, by the way. But I believe, if it was any other coach, he shouldn't have started. But Luis de la Fuente, I guess he knows what he's doing in the locker room because Unai Simon played like a G when they had David Ryan and Joan Garcia just on the bench. Excuse my lack of ball knowledge, but I know Unai Simon doesn't play for as good as a club as those two, so I don't know. In extra time, man. That Spain saved their subs so well. They put Pedri, Nico Williams in. They put Marino in. They put all their clutch goal scorers, and Nico Williams with that amazing pass to Ferran Torres, who, by the way, crazy redemption arc. We saw him in Barcelona. He was missing big chances right at the goal. And against Cape Verde, he missed that wide open shot. And he had that shot right there. And he took it like a G. right in the top when everyone was expecting him to go low. That was my favorite moment. Obviously, everyone's favorite moment because he scored, but that was just different. Like he cooked. Excuse my slang. You know, I expected there to be a penalty shoot. I didn't know that they were gonna score, but if there was, I still think Spain could have come out on top. Like obviously Messi could have scored, but you know Messi doing penalties. I mean, I'm just saying about the past few games, he's been pretty predictable. I'm not gonna lie, and free kicks as well. But yeah, final score was 1-0. I think Ferran Torres played amazing. Nico Williams amazing. Lamine Yamal, love Lamine Yamal. He played good, but you know he was playing to win. He wasn't playing to make clips or to score or anything. He was being part of the team effort. He may have not gotten a higher match rating, but he still, you know, he won the World Cup. He started. He was a big contributor. There would have been a whole different game plan. Not a different game plan per se, but Argentina's defense would have reacted so much more differently if it was someone else on the right side. So the match excitement was very low. I didn't think that it was jaw dropping like that France England third place game, which is crazy. 10 total goals, 10 or 11, probably 10. But you know, Spain's gonna Spain. Like they dominated with possession. They won the way they're supposed to. About compared to last year's, it wasn't. I mean, last World Cup, it wasn't as good. However, I'm a Spain fan for now. The crowd was a little silent on my part, but you know, they got turned up. It's a World Cup final. Besides the game, the halftime show, I enjoyed it. My favorite show in general was the IShowSpeed one. Like, just the way he got there is crazy, and the song is amazing. I don't think he's sang. I think he played in the background, but the dancers were amazing. The backup dancers knew what they were doing. The flips were great, and the overall message of the song was just a great introduction song. Like it wasn't a halftime song, but it was a great introduction song. I'm sure there were people listening, some players listening to it in the locker room as they were warming up and locking in. So referees again, kind of iffy. You know, World Cup's over. What a World Cup. There's so many good games. There's so many good stories. So many good teams. But you know, next year, back to back potentially, depending on how you know Lamine develops, because he kind of has to develop as a right winger, or maybe go to a central attack. But I think he can develop to be a lot like Messi, because you know obviously the Barcelona pipeline, the way they play is at their ages is pretty similar. But we'll see. I mean, I love him. I'm probably gonna watch a few games when I'm in Spain, but that's enough yap for now. Thank you for watching. If you made it here, actually, if you made it here, drop a comment and I'll buy you a cookie. All right, Ian Garcia out.